I am liked. What about you? I am Democrat and the democratic one. What about you? I, Barafinda Sekikubo Fred. My doings are very positive. What about you? My future plannings are very positive ones and very many. What about you? I am the father of the quickest democracy in the whole world. What about you? I am the father of 10. Here I mean 10 children. Equal sexes. What about you? I am a good citizen. What about you? I am the instrumental and the greatest professor of all the world professors. What about you? I am the special economist. Plus my younger ones. What about you? I teach people here and yon to save and economize the little or the big. What about you? I teach the world population is in all world publics in all republics. The world public in all the world republics. What about you? I know how to read and write. What about you? I did write the greatest peaceful political book of 200 good many causes. What about you? I brought and introduced the quickest democracy in Africa. What about you? I am to remove all the African colonial borders of 1884 out of Africa. What about you? I move around the country of Rwanda by footing, ups and down movements. What about you? The short and the long journeys throughout the country. What about you? I'm the general director of politics and the real management of the human discipline in all societies, and the senior politician with the total seniority in the whole world. What about you? I wrote the book of 2,000 good many causes for Africa in order to make our Rwanda becoming the capital city of Africa. What about you? I wrote the third greatest peaceful political book of 20,000 good many causes for the whole world, whereby I need Africa becoming the capital city of the whole world of ours. What about you? My prophecy is basing on those mentioned above lines. What about you? I gonna protect the whole world environment, because all trees with their branches, inclusive their leaves, big or small, all are our natural lungs, supplying us oxygen during the time, and we share plants. Here I mean human beings share oxygen with the plants at night, but during daytime we supply carbon dioxide to plants. However, plants do supply oxygen to all human beings and other living things. My surroundings, when I sound, they understand me. To understand is to hear and to know, or to listen and knowing. What is your line? What is the yours? I speak in small voice, his and yours, and they understand me strongly, highly, greatly, smoothly, and swiftly. When I speak to the world public, in all world republics, they lend me their ears and eyes everywhere in all peoples of all levels. What about you? When I talk of the quickest democracy here in Rwanda, East Africa, Africa in general, people do understand me quickly. That is how I'm handled everywhere. What about you? I came to change the life of very many people. The world populace. To the better life. What about you? I am being questioned hither and yon along the ways throughout the country and being questioned excellently, and I supply positive answers. What about you? I do not extravagant the little economy that we have. What about you? I was poorly handled, poorly protected, poorly fed, poorly treated, poorly judged, poorly imprisoned, jailed for nothing, hijacked. I suffered a lot and greatly. I was beaten everywhere, seriously and dangerously. They tried to kill me, pinchantly. But God helped me. What about you? Jesus was along my straight line in the quickest democracy, in the line of the light of the people today, tomorrow but one, tomorrow but two, tomorrow but three, and tomorrow but many. What about you? I was born on Thursday, 21st January 1971, in Kilalo, in poor family, in dangerous situations, chaotic ones, in total pandemonium and cantankerous life. What about you? I used to move around and around, visiting the old people of all ages. What about you? I was taught by all human beings, the younger ones and the older ones, or the oldest ones. What about you? I passed through very many greatest challenges. Almost to limbo. What about you? I survived the greatest death, as if it is not the greatest and serious fatal diseases in the hands of the bad people. Seriously, God made medicine. God made solution and resolution. Jesus, Nabi Muhammad and Buddha helped me. Good people too, of all sexes and all ages, helped me in my life. What about you? Very many supported me since I was born, and very many didn't recognize me and my presence. What about you? I moved around the world. In very many ways. What about you? I learned a lot. I wrote the book of 20,000 verbs in 28 tenses. What about you? I taught very many people and changed their lives from bad to the best levels. The young and the old ones. My role really was very positive. What about you? What about you? My grandmother and father produced 25 children. My mother produced 20 and I have produced 10. everybody, everyone has different address of dwelling, of living, earning life differently from one another. What about you? I was the first born in the line of 20. What about you? My father is no longer existing. What about you? And my mother too no longer breathes in and out on this earth. What about you? Now I am the driver of the quickest democracy in the whole world. Currently, once again, I'm the senior pilot, piloting the quickest democracy master seeds all over the world, basing here in Rwanda. What about you? I grew up in different levels of life. Here I mean the good life, the better than life, and the best life, plus the poorest. What about you? I was taken as the political prisoner in Rwanda. What about you? The senior politician with the total seniority as the political prisoner. Five different times in different places. Where I ate dust. I could lack each and everything, inclusive the drinking water.
Banyarwanda, Banyarwandakazi mwese, muzaririmbe demokarasi ibihe byose.
Totally with the maximum thirst.
Rwanda gihugu cyiza, Rwanda gihugu nkunda, twasigiwe n'abasogokuruza bacu. Rwanda ya gihanga ngoma ijana, twebwe abana b'u Rwanda tuzakubaka, amaboko yacu azakorera u Rwanda.
Constant empty stomach. To the extent of fatal disease and fatal death. In the swarm of the mosquitoes of all kinds. They prevented me from getting power. Here I mean electricity. In my house at home. While the neighboring houses are lightening and lighting. What about you over there? I don't have water systems at mine. They refused us from getting them because of human poor thinking, due to self-loving and self-hating. Being short-sighted people. Now, I have come to teach people maximum and good discipline of high level. The discipline of humanity, because they have been lacking it since time immemorial. Equality is highly needed in Rwanda. Fraternity, democracy, diplomacy, unity, tolerance to the weakest ones and the sufferers.
Banyarwanda, Banyarwandakazi mwese, muzaririmbe demokarasi ibihe byose.
The quickest democracy needs you to be united together in the single file move.
Rwanda gihugu cyiza, Rwanda gihugu nkunda, twasigiwe n'abasogokuruza bacu. Rwanda ya gihanga
Our general unification
kubaka, amaboko yacu azaba
shall be our general protection.
tufatanyiriza hamwe kubaka urwatubyaye.
That one shall lead us to us being the greatest mantle with the strongest core. On this earth crust, we were given by God. Nobody's else. I live here in Kanombe, in the village called Akindeje. The cell of Kamashash, the sector of Nyarugunga, within the district of Chichichiro, in Emuveka, which is the capital city of Rwanda, within
Cyiza, Rwanda gihugu nkunda, twasigiwe n'abasogokuruza bacu.
Kigali capital.
Ijana, twebwe abana b'u Rwanda tuzakubaka, amaboko yacu azakorera u Rwanda, abakuru, abatoya, twese tufatanyiriza hamwe kubaka
Rwanda has got 4 provinces with the capital city made up of 3 districts: Kichichiro district, Nyarugenge district, and Gasabo district. 3 districts make up the capital city Kigali, which is the capital of Rwanda. But the remaining 27 districts are shared up by the 4 different provinces of this country, Rwanda. And remember that Rwanda means large country, and her capital Kigali was founded during WW2. That is when the name Kigali was registered in the history of Rwanda and in the records of the world to be the capital city of Rwanda. This is how the new kind of the quickest democracy operates in all 24/7.
twasigiwe n'abasogokuruza bacu. Rwanda ya gihanga ngoma ijana, twebwe abana b'u Rwanda tuzakubaka, amaboko yacu azakorera u Rwanda, abakuru, abatoya,
That is why
urwatubyaye.
ever stay united, never to separate.
Democracy, 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 ni democracy, 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 muri democracy, niyo democracy.
Of course, of course. The Rwandan is
Democracy, 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 ni democracy.
the East African is
Democracy, democracy, nya democracy, niyo democracy.
all the Africans,
Democracy, 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 nya democracy, ni
all the world people.
democracy, niyo democracy, democracy, nya democracy, niyo democracy.
This is the real democracy.
Democracy koko.
This is the pure democracy. This shall be the international democracy. And yes, it is. Ever and ever shall be in the minds of the world populations. Shall be sung and danced
Banyarwanda, Banyarwandakazi mwese muzaririmbe demokarasi ibihe byose.
at the best levels of all. The young and the old ones, all the sexes, globally.
Rwanda gihugu cyiza, Rwanda gihugu nkunda, twasigiwe n'abasogokuruza bacu.
We don't have some light
Twebwe abana b'u Rwanda tuzakubaka
at ours,
amahoro y'u Rwanda.
no water
Abatoya twese dufatanye
system.
ku rwatubyaye.
We have no way. Of reaching at ours properly or getting out from ours properly.
Demokarasi, demokarasi, muri demokarasi niyo demokarasi.
But all in all, we have survived in good
Demokarasi,
20 years and plus.
niyo demokarasi, demokarasi, nya demokarasi, niyo demokarasi.
We suffered a lot, we suffered greatly
Demokarasi, nya
at our home here.
demokarasi, nya demokarasi, niyo demokarasi, demokarasi, nya demokarasi.
There is us some floodings when it rains. Intentionally. Moreover, it must be preventive, but there is not that near. They demolished our single building down and demolished completely. They used it to attack me in the broad daytime, even at night.
Rwanda gihugu cyiza, Rwanda gihugu nkunda, twasigiwe n'abasogokuruza bacu.
And I could create the strongest barrier at my stronghold here.
Abatoya twese dufatanyije hamwe kubaka urwatubyaye.
Because of God's power and abilities, we survived the very many times.
Demokarasi, 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 ni demokarasi, 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 muri demokarasi niyo demokarasi.
We were tortured openly and psychologically. They could use poor political ideologies of spreading the systems of hatred upon us around here, because we are popularly liked and loved, in order to cancel our plans and our good doings here. They could attack us, fight us in one way or another, making us suffering silently. I myself, Barafinda Sekikubo Fred, together with my first lady, plus our 10 children, all sexes. They could be attacked hither and yon, some toothed. Tried poisoning us in modern systems and traditional ones, but all in vain. God protected us and still does the greatest service. Some of our 3 younger ones left the place, rescued for themselves, for elsewhere, left for elsewhere, for surviving point. And for us, we decided to stay maximally and withstanding the situation. That is, and this is our greatness. We grew up as orphans, and our children too, in almost the similar channels. Only the small differences, but the greatest similarities. This is professor of all the world professors, Barafinda Sekikubo Fred. Though they hated us, but we love them as the word of God goes. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. That one strengthened us and made us the greatest people.
Banyarwandakazi mwese muzaririmbe demokarasi ibihe byose.
You know, this world has no mercy. And these people are merciless. We reported everywhere at all levels, from local levels to the upper levels. The leading ones, but all in vain. That is why we took the serious, decisive decision like this one, the political one, changing the bad into good, changing everything that doesn't go on well, inclusive the drivers of the bodies, those engineers of the bodies. Moreover, the goods are there. That is why our history is running like the world winds. These are the strongest waves of this quickest democracy of the rulers. Ruler is in brief, is in 5 letters. Ruler in full is Rwanda Revolutionary United Democratic Advances for 200 good many causes. Ni ishyaka nyarwanda riharanira ubumwe bw'abanyarwanda muri demokarasi yihuse ku mpamvu nziza nyinshi 200. Ruler is due to 200 good many causes for Rwanda, 2,000 good many causes for Africa to be changed. 20 more thousand good many causes for the whole world, whereby we need determiningly to make Africa becoming the capital city of the whole entire world, and Rwanda becoming the capital city of Africa. So we shall be having 2 greatest capital cities in the whole world. This is the new era, the new history. The life, the new life in the new millennium within this new century. Here I mean the second millennium within this 21st century. The greatest changes are coming. Not too long, but too soon.
banyarwanda banyarwandakazi mwese muzaririmbe demokarasi ibihe byose.
It is a matter of God's last release. The release of
n'abasogokuruza bacu rwanda ya gihanga ngoma ijana twebwe abana b'u rwanda tuzakubaka amaboko yacu azakorera u rwanda abakuru abatoya twese tufatanyiriza
news from all campus directions, north of the world, east of the world, west of the world, and south of the world. Whether people like it or not, God is greatly unhappy because of these kanjalas. Here I mean the undemocratic people, self-loving people, however self-hating themselves.